Aishwarya Rai is like a global name. I'm sure she knows what she's doing, what she's wearing. She has a great team along with her. There are international people. They know their reputation is online too.
True.
If she's, she's with a brand which is a hair brand and she's going to Cannes, they are so worried about what she's wearing and whether she's wearing it right. So I feel it's very wrong for people to just target somebody because you put on weight or whatever. I mean, it's difficult to lose weight. Come on, maybe she's happy in what her skin is. Who are you? Who are we to decide? Started working actually with Raveena Tandon.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of her movies in Sonali, Bendre, and I started with Andaz Apna Apna with Raveena.
Yeah,
and
you did
like lots of
Chameli.
movies. Lots of movies are done. He told Karisma कि आप जाके अपने face, I don't want any makeup. So she came and she put, no makeup look जो होता है. So he said, no, you put makeup. She said, no, I haven't put. He said, no, go wash your face and come. Wash your face, towel से clean करो और आ जाओ. कुछ नहीं. So she went back into the van and then she did that and she was feeling insecure. I could see it in her. गाना कर रहे थे DV number 1 पे. मैंने एक metal dress दे दिया था उनको, ऐसे छोटा यहाँ तक. तो वो steps करते करते पता नहीं कब, क्योंकि वो metal ऐसा finish नहीं किया था, वो end finish था. She was bleeding from here throughout. I've done many movies with her. I worked with him for 14 years.
Yes.
From the first movie that I did with him was a movie called Wanted. And then I did Tiger 1, Tiger 2, Tiger 3, I did Sultan, I did Bajrangi Bhaijaan. I did many, many films. We're doing these wonderful clothes that I've made from Bangkok, from Gujarat, from different places, worked with different NGOs. And I'm showcasing them as a fashion event. And but I'm blinging them up with helmets made of diamonds and gloves made of diamonds and just do not enter signs as the bags and so different things, which is
wow. Now coming back to Haq, everyone is talking about something which is the talk of the town right now. The dress you gave to Emraan and Yami, Emraan was looking very fab, which I told you before this camera started rolling. But how did it come to you? You made that character alive. You made that character कि और अच्छे से हम देख पाए वो he is looking so handsome and that is your job totally and I want people to know about it. So please talk to me about it.
But Emraan is a very, very handsome looking man and Yami is a very beautiful looking woman.
Yes, absolutely.
And so is Vartika also. They're all lovely in their own way. But I had to enhance that and bring out the character. So first I made sketches, then I dyed fabrics, as you can see over here also. We have some of the fabrics that are still there from the film. That's the wedding outfit.
Yes, the purple one is one.
I'm talking about the pink. That is a wedding outfit.
Pink one, yes.
That's what she wore for her wedding.
Yes.
So I kept cuttings from that. And so my basic thing was that first I had to get it right, that the look is right. Once the sketches and the referencing was done, then I went on to getting fabrics and printing and dyeing and embroidery and everything. And that became an easier process. And then, of course, we did a photo session in terms of a look test. Once we finished with the look test, then the director said, oh, I like this for this, I like this for that. And then we went on making things according to that. Okay. Everything was dyed, everything was stitched, and everything was made. There was nothing I could say that is, like a ready-made kurta I made for Emraan, or I bought a ready-made kurta for Yami. No, everything was stitched.
But what was your core vision?
My core vision was basically a beautiful Muslim woman who's married this man. She's really, really happy, has 3 beautiful children, and then the second wife comes in, and what happens to her? How her life changes. So now when she goes to her mother's house, so immediately nobody's going to sit and change their whole wardrobe ना कि मैं divorce हो गई अभी मैं नया wardrobe पहन के आ जाऊँगी, ऐसे तो नहीं होता है. जो भी है घर में वही पहनेंगे. पर शायद आपको वो शायद पसंद नहीं है जो आप पहनते थे जब शादीशुदा थे. So then whatever her mother's dupattas, I was giving her that to wear. So if you see in the film, what her mother has worn, she's worn her mother's dupattas in the film. Yani ki, I've lost interest.
Yeah.
And but when she comes to meet him, she dresses up again and comes. So वो effort लेती है कि शायद सुलह हो जाए और हम दोनों में. She's not expecting that he'll say talaq to her.
Yes.
So all these things were taken into consideration at all given point of time. So when जो नई लड़की आई, वो पाकिस्तान से आई, वो शरारा में थी, वो she's wearing those kind of clothes, and so the detailing is very very important.
Absolutely.
जो अगर आप रेडीमेड खरीद के देंगे तो फिर ऐसा नहीं होता है, मिलता नहीं ये सब.
But how do you be very specific that के trend के साथ भी match कर जाए, because those are trending now,
Well, also I feel that ki very very often when a costume designer makes outfits, it has to trend 6 months or 8 months down the line. You cannot have something that is trending right now क्योंकि 6 महीने के बाद वो होगा नहीं उतना trending. So you have to think forward, completely. और यही मेरा सोच है कि मैं क्या दूं ऐसा नयापन जो लोग उसको देख के बोले कि अरे ये भी मुझे पहनना है. And then they start wearing it. That's how trends become. Because in our country, we have almost, I would say, about 80% of the people follow film stars. What their trends are, they follow that. And that becomes a trend.
True.
It's not denoted by fashion.
But you guys are the behind.
Yeah.
The
You could
dressing
say
trends.
that.
We look at the screens, but you guys work for them.
Yeah.
Huh? But what did you all have I'm sure you guys have interacted with the star cast also.
Of course, yeah.
What were they saying? Imran, Yami, unko kaisa?
Well, one thing what I liked about Imran and Yami, they gave me full liberty. Even Vartika, they gave me full liberty. They trusted. Now, the moment somebody trusts you, you work doubly hard because you have to live up to their expectations, director's expectations, and your own expectations. So I like it when people tell me that, I trust you with the work. वो सबसे बड़ी, it's 100% literally one from your side. तब आप out of your way जाके कुछ ना कुछ ऐसे करेंगे कि आप खुद बोलेंगे कि वाह मैंने अच्छा काम किया इसमें. Like I've done so many films, but like this is one film. Of course, there are quite a few films, but among them, this is one film that I told all my friends, you must see my work in this film because I've really done a good job and I've really worked really hard. You must see it, So when they saw it, then everybody was like, wow, you really did a good job. And I was like, yeah, I know, so वो बात होनी चाहिए कि आप खुद गर्व अपने आप पे महसूस करेंगे और फिर बोलेंगे कि काश लोग समझ जाएं कि styling is different from costume designing. So if you're a stylist, you're not necessarily a costume designer, but a costume designer can also be a stylist. So that is the difference between the two. Picking up clothes from anywhere, anybody can do. You can do, anybody can do that.
Yeah.
But
styling
and making it and becoming a costume designer where you're making things and making a trend, setting trends, you're setting forth something that is not available and you're making that, and henceforth people will want that. That is what a costume designer does.
If someone is watching her, please do message him, do text him about the costume thing because he has done
so much.
A lot in that film. But yeah, what's your creative style? But in this process, जब start करते हो आप, how do you start your day? How do you go through the whole day?
Well, I get up really early in the morning. So my early in the morning also is not necessarily 5 o'clock, but I'm up by 7:30 or 8 o'clock in the morning. Then I do my yoga for 1 hour. And I feel that calms me down and that keeps me grounded. Then after that, after my breakfast and my work time, I come to my studio and I start working on costumes. I start working on different aspects of designing. It could be a client I'm sitting and meeting, or it could be a film, or it could be my fashion show. So I start working on different projects because I have different assistants for different projects that is them. So that is something that I like, this process that I work with. So I feel that it's fulfilling, and at the end of the day, sometimes I'm and my day ends at 1, 2 o'clock in the night.
हाँ.
But I love working.
Yeah.
So that's
But
my
कभी
passion.
stress वाली माहौल आती है?
बहुत
How do you deal
हमेशा
that?
हमेशा
I'm sure ये
So-
नहीं हुआ, ये नहीं हुआ, ये नहीं हुआ, ये नहीं हुआ. Actors का pressure,
वो तो
directors का
हमेशा
pressure.
वो तो हमेशा होता है क्योंकि एक्टर्स और डायरेक्टर्स और प्रोड्यूसर्स का जो प्रेशर होता है वो हमेशा होता है बट आई गेस इट्स यू डील विद इट इन योर स्ट्राइड
Right, everyday thing.
yeah it's
हाँ, वो कह रहे
it's
हैं
normal
संभाल लेंगे हम. 1 घंटे पहले कुछ गलत हो गया. Red
Yeah.
carpet. But how do you prepare? Red carpet, movies, बहुत अलग चीजें होती हैं ये दोनों ही.
yeah
है ना? How
so
do you prepare
of course
for
you
that?
get a brief before
Yeah.
so वो brief के हिसाब से आपको
You have to
करना
work for
होता है,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. I will take you down to the पुरानी एकदम यादों पे आपको जहाँ से आपने स्टार्ट किया था जो जीता ही सिकंदर. Please talk to me about that movie. How it planned up with your lab and how you started everything.
Well, Jojita Vai Sikandar was a movie which is extremely close to my heart. It's one of the most iconic songs, which is Pehla Nasha. That was the first day of shoot that we shot the song. And I remember that when I was offered this film, I just happened to be in his office and he told me, would you like to do my film? And I said, yes, I'd love to do your film. And it was just like that. So it's a bit of luck and, you know, your determination. I'd never done films before. So, but when I saw my name on the screen and it said costume designer Ashley Rebello, I was like, this is what I want to do all my life. I'm not going to change that no matter what. Whatever I do, I want to see my name on the screen, you know, that's why. So, a lot of people, like even some of the people, I don't know whether to call them my fans or to call them my followers, but they've sent me screenshots of my name in Hak also, saying that, see sir, we saw your movie and we waited till your name came on and you know, whatever. So, this is something that ये जो बात है कि जो जीता वही सिकंदर changed my life and made it a career path for me. And I wish and hope that everybody finds their career and what they're looking for.
Yeah. You interacted with Aamir as well in
Yes.
that film. How was that? You know, meeting a star.
So I knew Aamir from before
Yeah.
because his brother and me studied in school together, so we were friends. And of course there was Aisha Julka and there was Deepak Tijori.
Yes. Pooja Bedi was
Pooja
there.
Bedi. There were so many of them that were there. All the other actors have become such big television stars, you know, most of them have become big television stars. So it was just wonderful. There was Devin Bojani, there were so many people were there then. Aditya Lakhya and tons of them were there. But I just felt at that time, Mansoor only told me one thing. He said, I don't want my characters to look like characters. They should look like regular people. How you see them dressed up in normal, that's how, but add a style element to it. And that's what I did. I was so happy when, you know, shalwar pants and shirts became such a big trend among everybody started wearing that. You know, casual outfits, everybody looking up to Pooja Bedi ki wow, ये कौन है जो कार पे खड़ी है, उसका ड्रेस पूरा उड़ रहा है slow motion में. So it was like a iconic moment. I'm glad that I was a part of it and created that.
Yeah, even you know, the characters you gave to male actors also, the shirt undertakes and the pants full वाला लंबे ऐसे वाले, that was also good, right? But then उसके बाद आप वहाँ रुके नहीं, उसके बाद आप back to back फिल्मों में काम
After
करा
that,
आपने.
I started working actually with Raveena Tandon.
Yeah.
And I did a lot of her movies in Sonali, Bendre, and I started with Andaz Apna Apna with Raveena.
Yeah,
and
you did
like lots of
Chameli.
yes, I did Chameli, I did Chandni Bar, I did Page 3, I did tons of movies, Prem Ratan Dhan Payo, I did Hum Saath Saath Hai, I've done Kareeb, I've done Ishq Vishk, I've done Kaho Na Pyar Hai, I've done lots of movies I've done. So about more than 105 movies I've done till now.
Wow.
And but I love every movie that comes, I take it on as a challenge कि मैं ये movie जैसे कि पहली बार मैंने काम किया वैसे करता हूँ. और I feel कि अगर वो जोश नहीं है आप में तो आप काम ही मत करो. You know, तो आप छोड़ो, इस लाइन को छोड़ो, क्योंकि इस लाइन में आपका 100% चाहिए ही चाहिए।
आई एम श्योर कभी ऐसा मोमेंट भी आया होगा सर आपके पास जहाँ पे एक्टर्स को नहीं पसंद आया होगा कि यार दिस आई एम नॉट लाइकिंग इट, समथिंग एल्स आई वांट एट द लास्ट मोमेंट.
वो होता है, सब में होता है, चाहे वो अम, चाहे आप समझो बैंक में काम कर रहे हैं या चाहे आप इंटीरियर्स में काम कर रहे हैं, लास्ट मिनट में चेंजेस हो जाता है सब काम में, वैसे ही हमारे काम में होता है। पर आई ऑलवेज मेक प्रोविजन, यानी कि प्रिकॉशंस मैं हमेशा टेक करता हूँ और प्रोविजन रखता हूँ कि अगर ये नहीं है तो ऑटोमेटिकली ये है जो मुझे मालूम है कि उनको पसंद आएगा, यू नो, बिकॉज यू नो देयर लाइकिंग्स, यू नो व्हाट दे लाइक एंड व्हाट दे डोंट. So you have to take precautions and you have to keep a lot of options. That is very, very important.
True. But at the same time, how do you keep yourself updated? कि नहीं.
I work on the internet, I look on latest sites, I do courses, online courses मैं बहुत सारे करता हूँ because I like to keep up with the newer lot. I see a lot of international fashion shows, I watch a lot of shows, I watch a lot of movies, and I always try and keep myself as updated as possible.
You know, actors are into the public eye,
Yes.
and they're the easily one who gets targeted, right? And we've seen recently, many times I've seen that ki, Aishwarya keeps getting trolled for the way of dressing, way of choices of dress. So what do you have to say on that?
So very often I find that if Aishwarya Rai is like a global name, I'm sure she knows what she's doing, what she's wearing. She has a great team along with her. There are international people. They know their reputation is online too.
True.
If she's, you know, she's with a brand which is a hair brand and she's going to Cannes, they are so worried about what she's wearing and whether she's wearing it right. So I feel it's very wrong for people to just target somebody because you put on weight or whatever. I mean, it's difficult to lose weight. For example, I'm trying for the longest time, I don't seem to lose an inch. So, you know, I mean, she's had a baby, give her a break. Come on, like, you know, maybe she's happy in what her skin is. Who are you? Who are we to decide? Just because she's been a Miss World and just because she's been an actress, it doesn't mean that she has to have a 26-inch waist. No, that's not, that's what is in our mind. So I always tell people, you know, जो आप पे सूट होता है वही पहनो, जो आपके दिल में है वही करो, आईने में देखो, आगे से पीछे से अपने आप को देखो और देखो कि जो मैंने पहना है वो सही है कि गलत है, उस हिसाब से आप घर से निकलो, you know.
True.
And in her head, if she thinks that is right, then I think that's great.
You have worked very closely, you know, with her. You know, how was your experience working with her?
I love her. I mean, she's lovely. She's one of the nicest people that I've worked with. I've done her most iconic film, which was Josh. I did some other movies with her. Plus, I did very famous ads with her. The Nakshatra ad I did with her that became a huge hit. And so she's been very nice. I did work with her during Miss World.
Yeah.
I gave her a lot of her saris. I did her Miss Asia outfit. So I've worked with her a lot, and I think she's one of the nicest people to work with.
Yeah.
Lovely she is.
Yeah. But recently you went for Miss Universe to judge.
Yes.
How was that experience?
That was really, really nice.
Yeah.
Because first and foremost, I was like, oh, are they like, is this a prank call or is it just so
I saw your stories, I saw your posts, so I thought I would ask that how was that sitting to next side and how to rate the look.
Yeah, so I felt that it was an honor and it was great because I really liked doing that and I thought it was great. And a friend of mine, Salman Khan, was a choreographer, and then he put my name across, and then they called me and they said, you know, we'd like you to judge. And so I think that doing these and being there and known in the public eye and getting an opportunity like this is great. I mean, it's not objectifying anybody, but it's somebody showcasing their talent. Why not go and appreciate them and applaud them?
You were there, Urvashi were there.
Yes, there were a
you
lot of
all
other
three
people,
judges.
yes.
Yeah. I hope you had a great time there, right?
Yeah.
Right? But I remember I was just studying about you that in Fiza, movie Fizza, where Khalid sir told you that not to give any look, not to do any makeup or something.
In
like
fact,
that.
that was the cameraman at that time who said, Santosh Saban, he said, he told Karisma कि आप जाके अपने face, I don't want any makeup. So she came and she put, you know, no makeup look जो होता है. So he said, no, you put makeup. She said, no, I haven't put. He said, no, go wash your face and come. Wash your face, towel से clean करो और आ जाओ. कुछ नहीं. So she went back into the van and then she did that, and she was feeling insecure. I could see it in her. But once she saw herself on the screen, and he said you can put little kajal in your eyes and you can put little lip balm on your lips. That's all that she wore. That is her natural skin. She's such a beautiful girl. She doesn't need makeup at all. So there are many experiences ऐसे हैं, बहुत सारे हैं stories.
Please share me one with her, because these are the stories we want to keep with us.
एक बार जो हम एक गाना कर रहे थे बीवी नंबर 1 पे, मैंने एक मेटल ड्रेस दे दिया था उनको, ऐसे छोटा यहाँ तक. तो वो स्टेप्स करते करते पता नहीं कब, क्योंकि वो मेटल ऐसा फिनिश नहीं किया था, वो एंड फिनिश था. She was bleeding from here throughout. It was like suddenly I was seeing like red is come on this gold dress. मैं बोला कि क्या हो रहा है, तो मैंने बोला then I stop and whatever. Then we had to put a putty underneath with the skin color thing on top. And then the choreographer said, Karishma, it's okay, we won't shoot till today, we'll shoot tomorrow. She said, no, full set hai, ye hai. Such a professional person. Wow. And we finished that whole thing, and then I changed the outfit the next day. I said, but you should have told me. She said, Ashley, at that time मैंने सोचा नहीं कि ऐसा हो जाएगा, मुझे पता ही नहीं था कि कब ये हुआ. So she's such a dedicated actress. That's what I liked about her. Even Urmila, very, very dedicated with their work, the dancing, the work, the style of working, amazing.
Yeah. But I'm sure you would have been enjoying while working in the film sets.
And that's why I can't stop working in films. I love working in films.
You have also worked closely with Salman Khan.
Yes, I have.
And I've seen, even to him, people keep trolling him for his weight, for his. Of course, he's a handsome man at the end of the day. अपने time के actor, one of the handsome hero रहे हैं, और आज भी वैसे ही. So what was your experience working with him? Any movie if you have done with him?
I've done many movies with him. I worked with him for 14 years.
Yes.
From the first movie that I did with him was a movie called Wanted. And then I did Tiger 1, Tiger 2, Tiger 3, I did Sultan, I did Bajrangi Bhaijaan. I did many films with him. So I feel that he's a wonderful person to work with, because he just likes his comfort and he likes to be easy going. And if you give him that, then he's most happy with, what. And he's a nice soul, So he's great to work with. He's very nice as a person. And I'm, to his family, I'm family to them. Yeah. So that is something that you find very rarely in a lot of actors. You become friends with them, but you don't become family to them. So, but this is one family that I really like, because I feel his mother is the most wonderful person, and I feel like she's my mother. It's like that.
Yes.
So that is something that I really look forward to when I work with people. Yami Gautam gave me that feeling. Emraan gave me that feeling. Though Emraan is very quiet and doesn't interact much, but Yami is a wonderful person. She's lovely, and what great acting skills, how smart and amazing she is. So I mean, she'll go a long way.
Yeah, absolutely. But any shows coming up or something you're preparing for?
Well, so right now I'm doing a show for AIDS awareness on the 29th of September. I'm in November, and this show is about when we talk about safety. When we sit into a car, we will wear a seat belt. When we sit on a bike, we will wear a helmet. When we go to play cricket, we'll wear a guard. When a doctor wears a mask, wears gloves. Everybody's safe. But whenever anybody talks about sex, why do people shy away from saying wear a condom? Which is so important, because young kids, college kids, people just come out of college and all of them, like, you're sleeping with somebody, you don't even know who that person is most
True.
of the time.
True.
So be safe, rather than being sorry, because one mistake could change your entire life for you and your family and for everybody.
Right.
So we do different awareness programs. One of them is this. I'm working with an NGO called Sati NGO and with
Right.
Manforce, which is a pharma company. And so what I'm doing is, we're doing these wonderful clothes that I've made from Bangkok, from Gujarat, from different places, work with different NGOs, and I'm showcasing them as a fashion event. And but I'm blinging them up with helmets made of diamonds and gloves made of diamonds, and just um, do not enter signs as the bags, and so different things, which is
Wow.
yeah.
That would be interesting. Yeah?
It is really, it's something
Yeah.
different that I'm also looking forward
But I
to.
wish you luck for this. Good luck
Thank you.
for
Thank
this,
you so much. Thank
yeah.
you.
But Ashley, I didn't want to ask you what has been changed since you have worked जो जीता वो सिकंदर से लेकर हद तक कुछ चेंजेस दिखा है फैशन को लेकर.
Of course, definitely. फैशन को लेकर और जो लोगों को भी देख के जिस तरीके से काम करते हैं वो बहुत चेंज हुआ है. पहले हम एक फैमिली की तरह काम करते थे. All stay together, live together, eat together. And but now everybody's back into their vans and everybody's so aloof, and you're on the phone, you're checking your internet, you're checking this, you're checking that. Your life doesn't move on without internet. So I feel that it's become so commercial that I'm losing, I feel that loss of that family and that onus, and so that is something that I really, really miss, because that everybody's input, and like if there was something missing, people would literally take out their shoes and give it to and say, okay, wear mine, or take out a belt and say, wear mine, like that. Ki last mein kuch hua ya kuch bhi.
Yeah.
And now I don't find that at all. Everybody's so stuck in their
Own
world and their own time. I wish people would work together as a
Yes.
family.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
I've heard so much from actors only that कि पहले क्या होता था, we all used to sit, no matter what, we used to talk about certain
Yes.
things, stylist, costume stylist, designer, makeup,
Art director,
everyone used
everybody,
to sit
yeah,
together,
yes.
have lunch at least
Yes,
together,
yes.
and but these things do not happen these times.
No,
nahi?
they do not.
Right?
They
Is that
finish
missing?
their work and they run into their van. I mean, learn. There's so much to learn. Nowadays, some of the actors, I ask them, have you seen this movie? Have you seen this old time actor? No, I don't know who you're talking about. I'm like, you want to be a part of this industry, you better know who Devanand is. You better know who Vaijanti Mala is. You better know who Guru Dutt was and what films he made. Who was the father of the pioneer of Indian cinema. You have to know that if you want to get into this line. It is important, irrespective of what. It's knowledge that you must have. You have to gain knowledge from all these films, then only you can become who you are. Or successful. Nobody gets successful overnight. So ये एक बात अगर लोगों की जहन में, स्टूडेंट्स की जहन में जाएंगे और ये थोड़ा उन पे they're so lazy, most of them. They don't want to come on Sunday, they want to come on Monday, they don't want to this. I can only come at 11, I get up at 1. I'm like, who gets up at 1 o'clock? I'm like, what is wrong with you all? The shoot is at 9 o'clock, how are you all going to manage? That means you have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and start doing your work. We used to do that, and I still do that, that it's important. So all these little things are so important for you to love your work, which people, I feel, just do it for the sake of doing it nowadays.
True, absolutely. But do you remember any friends जिसकी आपकी मुलाकात ही सेट पे हुई है और आज तक
Of
चली
course,
है?
so many of my friends. There was Anjali Jatar, who used to be an actress at one time. Then there's Aamir, Nuzat, his sister, is a very close friend of mine. Tabu, I met through films. Rinki Khanna, I met through films. So there are a lot of people who are my friends. Mushtaq Sheikh, the writer. I mean, I met them through films.
Yeah.
Tushar Joshi, who was the editor of now who's an editor of Variety Entertainment. So he also, I met him because it was an interview. Sandeep Singh, I met him
Yeah.
when he came to interview me as a journalist. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I remain friends with so many of them. And they are my very good friends, and they are some of my best friends today.
Yeah, totally. What inspired you to become, let's go for costume stylist? क्या एक वो breakthrough moment थी आपके लिए?
Well, actually बहुत साल पहले जब मैं कॉलेज में पढ़ता था तो मैं हमेशा अपने दोस्तों को बोलता था अगर आप ये पहनेंगे ना तो मैं आपके साथ नहीं जाऊँगा. तो they would go home, they would change and they would come back. तभी मुझे एहसास हुआ मुझ में कि मुझे कोई बात है जिसमें जिस अथॉरिटी से मैं बोलता था लोगों को कि ये अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है आपके ऊपर, आप पहनो जो आपको सूट करते हैं, वो एक्चुअली मानते थे मेरी बात. तब भी मुझे लगा कि मैं इसको ही परस्यू करूँ, you know. That is how I got into fashion. And my mother, of course, she used to always dress up like fabulously, beautifully well.
Even you?
Even me, she would dress me up, my sisters up, she would dress herself up, and she was like so elegant and beautiful. So that's my mother there.
Yes. But how did you come up with celebrity का एक टैग मिल गया आपको कि सेलिब्रिटी कॉस्ट्यूम डिजाइनर है ये, सेलिब्रिटी कॉस्ट्यूम स्टाइलिस्ट है ये, ठीक है? ग्लोबली इंडिया में करते ही आप, काफी फेमस हैं आप, सब जानते हैं. बट हाउ डिड यू केम अप विद दैट? नहीं यार, दिस इज द वे, आई एम गेटिंग गुड प्रोजेक्ट्स, गुड रोल, लेट्स गो दिस साइड.
Well, actually ऐसा कोई I did not have any particular path कि मैं ये करूँगा और वो नहीं करूँगा. पर जो भी है मैंने हमेशा यही बोला अपने आप को कि I like doing what I do, and if I enjoy what I'm doing, then that's the career that I want to make out of my life. So I always felt that a career path should be, even with youngsters, I keep telling them all the time, the Gen Zs and all the millenniums, I keep telling them all the time that, you know, do what makes you feel happy, and don't listen to what everybody puts you in a box, and you know, you find your creative space, find your work, and you'll excel in it. The same way I did that, I just found it in me, and that's what I decided that this is what I want to do.
Yeah. But there are many students, many youngsters who go through this project, who go through this particular subject कि नहीं मुझे इसमें ही अपने आप को perfect करना है. To them, what you gonna say? Who still doesn't find their way? कि यार ये काफी महंगा है, कहीं ना कहीं this cost you also, right? सबके लिए possible नहीं हो पाता. तो for them, what you gonna say?
मैं तो हमेशा बोलता रहता हूँ सबको कि पहले अपने टॉपोग्राफी से इंस्पायर होके आप काम शुरू करो. यानी कि जो मिलता है आपके आजू बाजू, जो कॉटन, जो फैब्रिक्स, जो प्रिंटिंग, जो डाइंग जो मिलते हैं, वो पहले इस्तेमाल करो. उससे आप प्रेरित होके आप अपना लाइन शुरू करो. चलिए छोटे से पैमाने पर, यानी कि स्टार्ट स्मॉल, बट आपकी सोच जो है वो बड़ी होनी चाहिए. That is what I believe in, and that's what I believed for myself. I started extremely small from my house. I used to give people trials in my bedroom, you know. So I used to stand outside the bedroom and wait, or my mother used to help them out, you know. So you can start from anywhere. अगर वो दिल में वो चाह है और वो इंस्पिरेशन है और वो you know जज्बा है, तो कहीं से भी चालू हो सकता है.